Good morning. In the previous class, we solved one problem to find out limiting velocity of a four-wheeler with the given type of data, that is the center of gravity of the vehicle is at the center of the body and the wheels as well as the engine are in the same plane and they are rotating with the same sense of rotation. There we have seen how to find out the reactions due to gyroscopic couple, due to wheels as well as due to engine, and the centrifugal couple and its reaction and self weight. Then we have taken the necessary condition, the inner wheels are prone to cause skidding. That is why we have written that W by 4 minus P by 2 minus Q by 2 is greater than or equal to 0. There we have substituted the given data and we have calculated the value of V. So I think you are clear about that, but listen carefully. This is the one of the complex problem in the gyroscopic chapter, and especially this problem almost covers the entire variations. That is, the center of gravity is not at the center, and wheels are rotating in a plane other than the engine is rotating in another plane. So there is a separate concept we would like to come, that is wheels separately gyroscopic part to be calculated and engine separately the analysis to be calculated. Okay, so take care about the problem. This is one important problem. So it also takes a lot of your basic fundamentals application, beginning from the moments calculating, and the entire gyroscopic concept is going to be applied here. Let us see what is the problem. A four-wheeled motor vehicle, mass of 2000 kg, has a wheelbase of 2.5 meters and a track width of 1.5 meter and height of center of gravity is 500 mm above the ground level, and a mist lies 1 meter from the front axle. Each wheel has an effective diameter of 0.8 meters and a moment of inertia of 0.8 kg meter square. The drive shaft, engine flywheel rotating at 4 times the speed of the road wheel in clockwise direction when viewed from the front, and is equivalent to a mass of 75 kg having a radius of gyration of 100 mm. Okay, if the vehicle is taking a right turn of 60 meters radius at 60 kmph, determine the load on each wheel. So let me once again read the entire problem by saying the basic features. The wheel base, okay, first I will draw here the basic diagram which we require. This is the four-wheeler. Okay, now I will define here two terms like wheelbase and another one width of the track. So this is the width of the track which we have taken as a B, 1.5 meters. Then the wheel base is this from the front to rear wheel, which I am taking in this case as L, I am denoting it as a L, 2.5 meters. And the mass of the vehicle is 2000 kg. So mass of the vehicle is 2000 kg. Then height of center of gravity is 500 mm. So you can see in the side view only, this is the center of gravity, which is h 0.5 meters. Then each wheel has an effective diameter of 0.8 meters, that is radius of the wheel. Diameter is given, half of it is the radius, that is 0.4 meters. And its moment of inertia, that is I wheel, is 0.8 kg meter square. Then the engine flywheel is rotating at 4 times the speed of the road wheel, which is nothing but G. Is 4. Then what is it? The engine mass 75, engine mass 75 kg, and radius of gyration of the engine KE is 100 mm, which is nothing but 0.1 meter. Then finally it takes a turn, radius of 60 meters, and its velocity 60 kmph. This is the data given. This is the data given. Okay. So in this case, let us see how to solve this problem to find its total center of gravity, total forces on the wheels. And one more thing is very, very important thing, this. Okay, where is it? The center of gravity 1 meter from the front axle. Total it is how much? 2.5 meters. So the center of gravity is 1 meter from the front axle. 1 meter from the front axle. So that is available here. Because this is not at the center, then the reaction due to self weight on wheels, front wheels, is different from the rear wheels. And what turn it is taking? Right turn. So right turn means right turn, because these are front wheels, these are rear wheels. Right turn. So if this is right turn, I start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 1 and 3 becomes inner wheels, 1 and 3 becomes inner wheels, and 2 and 4 becomes outer wheels. Similar, 1 and 2 becomes front wheels, and 3 and 4 becomes rear wheels. So with this notation, I would like to solve the problem. So this data first we have to summarize. Once you summarize this data, then the remaining part, how we have to proceed. Okay, let us see. First I will start with self weight, the reaction that is coming on the front wheels and the rear wheels. So that part I will come to the first. I will come first for that part. So as I have stated just now, it is not centrally located, it is not center of gravity at the center, it is not the center of gravity at the center. Okay, so the reactions on the four wheels is not same, they are different. How to find out that? Let us see. So first the total weight which is taken care by the front wheels and total weight taken care by the rear wheels, how to calculate? Let me tell you like this. So we have taken like front wheels and rear wheels like this. Front wheels and rear wheels like this. These are front wheels and I called 1 and 2. These are rear wheels. I called 3 and 4. And we said center of gravity is here, which is 1 meter, and whereas the total is 2.5 meters. Then if I call it as total 1 and 2 as a single set, I can write the reaction. I can write the reaction like this: RW 1 and 2 combined. I will take 1 and 2. Okay, here I will take say this wheel and this wheel as a single plane. If I take moments from this point, okay, so here say this is one point, this is another point, let me call A point and B point. Let me take moments at A. Moments at A. So if I take moments at A, that is R1, RW12 into 2.5, that is this distance, multiplied by is equal to this weight. Here weight is active. Weight. This W, okay, into 1.5. So this is RW12, okay, multiplied by this 2.5. Okay, then this is W into, this is 1 means what is this value? 1.5, because total is 2.5. So with that, by writing that, where W can be written as mg. M is given for vehicle 2000, Z is 9.81 and 1.5 is already there. By substituting that, first I get RW12. RW12, that means reaction due to weight on both both front wheels 1 and 2 as a single set. So they are equally shared. So RW1 is equal to RW2. When it is equal, then simply the obtained value of 11,772 is reduced by 2. That gives the value of reaction due to self weight on the front wheels, which is equal to 5886 newtons, 5886 newtons. Then coming to the rear wheels, I need not bother about to calculate once again moments, because you know that the total downward force is equal to total upward force. What is the total downward force? That is 2000 into 9.81, that is mg. So out of this mg, the upward force of 11,772, if I subtract, then I get the reaction on 3 and 4, that is total sum of the front wheels and rear wheels force is downward force of self weight. So a simple mechanics, you are aware of it. Then that becomes 7848. So this force once again shared by half by rear wheels, that is 3 as well as 4. So on 3 and 4, so that is RW3 is equal to RW4, which is half of it is 3924 Newton. So you can see the front wheels, the force is different, and rear wheels force is different. Whereas in the previous class problem, we have both front wheels and rear wheels the same, because in that case the center of gravity is at the center, that is from the geometric center or the body center. Okay. Now he has given the velocity 60 kmph converted into, so this is 60 into 1000 by 3600, which gives me the value in meters per second. So then angular velocity of the wheel, we are knowing this formula, omega w is equal to v by small r, where this is the linear velocity and this is the radius of the wheel. That is given data already available with us. 16.67 is the velocity here, and wheel radius is 0.4. By substituting this, I get this value 41.67 radians per second. Then what is angular velocity of the precision? We know this formula, V by capital R. V by capital R. What is V? Already we have calculated V 16.67, and in the given problem capital R is equal to 60 meters. By substituting that, you get this value 0.2778 radians per second. So what I obtained here, omega w I have obtained and omega p I have obtained. So next, there are 4 wheels are there. The gyroscopic couple due to 4 wheels is equal to 4 I omega, omega w, omega p. This formula is familiar to us, that is I omega, omega p. So where I use w, which is standing for wheels. Okay, so 4 IW, omega w, omega p. So by substituting this value, already IW is given in the problem, and omega w I have calculated here, and omega p I have calculated, which is substituted completely. Then I get the gyroscopic couple is 37.1 Newton meter. This is due to wheels. This is due to wheels. So then this couple will produce a reaction, okay, on the wheels, okay, that is given by Pw by 2, which is known to us. How to calculate that? The couple by 2b. What is b? B is the width of the track, which is given in the problem, that is 1.5. By simply substituting the data available with me, that is Cw, just now we have calculated, which we got 37.1. Okay, b is given the data, that is 1.5. Then I get this is p by Pw by 2 is 12.36 newtons. Then similar, come to the engine part to calculate. Formula is same, okay, that is I omega, omega p. In that case, we write IE engine, okay, omega E, omega p, where omega E is equal to G times of omega W. That is what I have written here. IE omega E omega p. Then omega E place I have written G omega W. And you know IE is nothing but mk square, MEKE. Already in the very beginning I have defined all this terminology. Okay. Then G 4 is already given. So mass of the engine 75 kg, and KE is, this is 0.1, not 100 mm he has given. So that is in meters, 0.1. This is 0.1, okay, square. Then gear ratio 4, omega W, just now we calculated 41.67, and omega P also we have calculated, which is 0.277. So finally I get the gyroscopic couple due to engine is 34.72. This gives a reaction. How to find out this reaction? This, look at here. This we calculate by dividing by the 2L. So in the earlier case, what is the difference for the previous problem and this problem is, here these are the 4 wheels. Engine is not in this plane. Engine is, in this case, engine is in this plane. So in the earlier problem, engine was in the wheel plane, whereas here engine is not in the same plane. Suppose the wheel is in this plane, then the engine is in the opposite plane. So that is like you can imagine here, wheel is revolving like this. Wheel is revolving like this. And in the previous problem which we solved in the previous class, where the engine also rotating in the same direction. This are both of same direction. But whereas here the wheel is revolving in this plane, but the engine is revolving in the other plane. So that is like this. And wheel direction is in one plane and engine direction is in the other plane. So that is why here, to find out the gyroscopic couple due to the engine, we have to consider this length which is given in the problem, 2.5 meters. By writing that, I get PE by 2, which is nothing but gyroscopic couple due to engine reaction, 6.944 newtons. So you have a doubt, sir, why you are writing P by 2, Q by 2 like that? Very beginning when I derived the equation, I used the total component as a P and Q. That's why they are shared by 2 wheels. Half it will be shared by one and another half will be another wheel. That is why I am writing P by 2 and Q by 2. Otherwise, if you want to write some name, let us say K, some value, M, N, you can, doesn't matter anything. Okay, so you will get this part. So after getting this, the next part is centrifugal force. You are aware of it, the formula for the centrifugal force is equal to mv square by r. The same thing which I have calculated by substituting the mass of the vehicle, and velocity already I have calculated. So that gives my centrifugal force. Then centrifugal couple multiplied by the height from the center of gravity. Then I get 9263 into 0.5. It gives me the value of 4631 Newton meter. So what is the reaction due to this? That is nothing but the couple by 2 into B. So by substituting the data, I get this value. So this is 1543 newtons. 1543 newtons. Now let me tell you very important thing here, one, that is, in the earlier cases wheel and engine rotates in the same plane, so you need not bother about to find out the effect of engine gyroscope separately. Both wheels and engine will have the same effect, but here it is not the case. So how to find out that part, let us see. So this is the 4 wheels. So the engine is here. Engine is here, and he has given in the problem, these are front wheels, these are rear wheels, taking a right turn, taking a right turn. So he has given in the problem, when you are looking from the front, it is rotating clockwise. So when you look from the rear, it will be counterclockwise. So if you look at from the rear counterclockwise, apply your right hand thumb rule. Like here I am looking it rear, the spin vector will be here. This is the engine rotation. Okay, your spin vector will be in the downward. Then what type of turn it is taking? Say OA. What type of turn it is taking? A right turn. When it takes a right, then the spin vector moves towards like this. It moves towards like this. When it moves towards like this, when it takes a right turn, the spin vector moves like this. So this is the applied couple, and this is the reactive couple. Okay, so our objective is to find out the reaction by the ground. That means it should be opposite to the reactive couple. It should be opposite to the reactive couple. That means this. So this is A dash, B dash, this is A double dash, B double dash. So my objective is to know the sense of A double dash, B double dash. So let me apply my right hand thumb rule. So this is the arrow, this is the arrow. So arrow is moving like this, arrow is moving like this. If I apply like this force, so like this force, if I apply like this force, these four fingers are giving a movement like this. This movement will cause reaction on the rear wheels upward, and front wheels downward. This is due to the engine gyroscope, because here engine is revolving, looking from the rear end is counterclockwise. So it is revolving counterclockwise, isn't it? Look at this. So if you look at here, this is clockwise and this is counterclockwise. Look at from here, counterclockwise is this. So the fingers are rotating like anti-clockwise, then thumb is indicating like this. That is what I have written very beginning. The spin vector is downwards. Then vehicle is taking a right turn. So the vehicle is taking right turn. Then my spin vector changes like this. To get this change, I have to apply a force like AB. Then the reaction will be like B dash A dash. Its opposite is the ground reaction. That is what? B double dash A dash. That is in this direction. Let me apply like this. In this direction. This couple, which is looking from here, is the clockwise couple, causes lifting the rear wheels and pressing down the front wheels. That is why I have shown here downward. So the entire thing I have shown, the total analysis part here. Look at here. Whatever I have explained, I have diagrammatically represented everything. So you can see here, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have shown in the opposite way. This is the inner front wheel. This is the outer front wheel. Then this is the inner rear wheel. This is the outer rear wheel, which I have defining from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is defined? 1. 1 is the inner front wheel. 2 is the outer front wheel. That is what I have written. So self weight in all the cases, dead weight will be in the upward. Then the centrifugal force inner wheels is downward, and outer wheels upward. And the gyroscopic due to wheels will follow the centrifugal direction, that is inward, downward. Then on the outer is upward. Just now we have finished the analysis of engine gyroscopic, where front wheels is downward and rear wheels is upward. Okay, so these directions I have summarized these. The reactions due to the all four is added as per the sign convention required here. I have summarized the forces. What is it? Reaction due to the self weight on front wheels already calculated, we got it 5886. Reaction due to the self weight on the rear wheels 3924. Then reaction due to the gyroscopic couple of wheels 12.36 we have calculated, that is PW by 2. Then the reaction due to the engine gyroscopic couple PE by 2 6.94. Finally reaction due to the centrifugal force Q by 2 1543. These magnitudes you place it according to the sign convention here. Then you can get the total load on the wheel number 1, wheel number 2, wheel number 3, wheel number 4. I am giving you a homework to add and summarize and to get this final solution. It takes another 5 minutes only. So you just see the sign methodology and the values are available on the left hand side. You have the values here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. These 2 will be one category. This is the second category, third category, fourth category. This is weight category. This is the engine. This is the wheel gyroscopic category. This is the engine gyroscopic category. This is the centrifugal category. And those things apply as per the signs available here. This is very, very important. Okay. So if you are sure about to solve this problem, you can solve any problem in the gyroscope comfortably. Okay. So if you have any doubt, feel free to contact, because here the wheel rotation and engine rotation are in two different planes. Imagination is a bit difficult, but it is not a big task. Only put your efforts to get the solution. Thank you.